it since it was your turn? Or should we have Amy do it and you guys switch?
Either way,
Let's have you,
Brendan.
Amy, because you have control of the camera
Okay,
anyway.
sounds good. All right, so welcome to our meeting, everyone. I guess we can start with our opening prayer. Would anyone like to volunteer for that? Do we have it in the meetings whose turn it is or anything like that? In the minutes, I mean.
I'm not sure if anyone updated the minutes yet.
Okay.
I can do it though.
Okay, thank you.
Our dear Heavenly Father, we're thankful for this day. We ask thee to bless us to work together to come up with the things that need to be done on our project and to work out problems we might be having with GitHub and any other issues that might be coming up. Please bless us that we might have thy spirit with us as we work together and be able to make a good plan to work with. We love thee and we say these things in the name of Jesus Christ. Amen.
Amen. All right, thank you.
Uh-huh.
Let me get to our drive really quick, our meeting minutes.
Okay. I'm pasting in the 11th meeting real quick.
Okay.
While you're getting set up, let me ask if you've got any questions, anything I can help answer, resolve concerns, point you in the right direction.
Well, we're using a PHP file in GitHub, and I've just noticed that after Brendan committed his changes, that we have conflicts now, and it has to do with the NetBeans project file. I'm wondering if you know anything about that, because I think we all have our own, and then when he committed his changes, it was, it wasn't the same as the file in my NetBeans, so it's kind of not letting me do any.
Well, I'm afraid my experience is often similar to yours.
Okay.
GitHub is a wonderful tool, but it is temperamental sometimes, and it's always good to keep a backup copy on your local drive. Now,
Okay.
I'm afraid I don't have any particular tips on resolving problems when you get those conflicts.
I have a little bit of experience. Last semester, I had quite a few problems with that, but it may be because you two have a different version, and that'll be what the merge conflict is in that file. It'll have the different version numbers.
Well, we actually had the same version because we
Oh, you
checked.
did?
Yeah, all four of us did.
Okay.
I'm not sure.
What does it say that the merge conflict is when you open up that file?
It says this NetBeans or NB project and project properties, and then the NB project private/private, and then when you open it up, it showed my name in there as, I can't remember, but it said something about the remote, the way we're looking at it, because mine's connected to the website, and I think he had done something to look at his locally, and so I think it's kind of, they must be configured differently.
Yeah.
Yeah, mine kept asking for like a PHP server. I can't remember the exact error it gave me, but it gave me a weird error message. I had to like go through and do some weird things to get it to work on my website.
Okay. Is Brendan there? I see him, but maybe his mic.
Or something.
Okay. Well, should we just talk about the project now, and then we'll try to work out the GitHub issues?
Yeah, we could do that, and I think that if it really comes down to it, I mean, we could configure it to run locally for now, and then configure it to work with the website later. I know it's a pain, but
yeah.
With PHP files, you need a server, don't you? You won't be able to get it to work locally.
Right. It's because it's PHP.
Oh, that makes sense. Okay.
I mean, we could figure out a way that you could post your code and I could keep adding it, if we're not going to be able to figure out GitHub.
what I've done is I've uploaded the website R code to my website, and I've been working on it that way.
Okay.
And then once I can verify that it's working, I can send you code, or I can upload it to our GitHub.
Yeah. That
Okay.
makes sense. I guess we could do something like that. Just work on it, yeah, individually, and then post it to the main page.
Okay. All right. Oh, his mic is not working.
Oh, okay.
Said he's going to close and rejoin.
Okay.
Well, let's give him a second. I'm going to try to get the. Is there anything I should be putting on these minutes? I've got GitHub issues.
GitHub issues.
Probably should talk about using Carica a little bit, because that could help if people were updating what they've done on each thing.
Yeah, I agree. That would be helpful.
All right, can you hear me now?
Yep.
All right.
Gotcha. Could you hear what we were talking about?
I couldn't. I was talking. I was like, why is nobody listening to me? Yeah, I am running it locally, so that may be the problem that I installed. You know, that link that I sent out with Apache server or whatever, and running it locally. So I need to stop doing that.
Okay. You want to try that and see if that fixes it?
Yeah, because when I pulled down, I saw that it was saying, because I saw your stuff in that local file, but it said it's just a local file. So I thought, okay, well, if it's just local, it's not going to affect anybody else.
Right.
So I didn't realize that was going to push back.
Okay. Now, let me put.
But I do have a question if Brother James is still around.
He is here.
All right. Can I show my screen and show you what I'm up against here?
Sure.
All right.
Okay. So I've got an array here of our movies set up right here. And I
Amy, can you click on Brendan?
Yeah, I actually did click on him. Is it not working for you?
No, I still see you.
Click on it.
Yeah, I need
It should come up.
Okay, we got it.
Sorry, I'm gonna mute myself because there's a vacuum in the background.
Okay.
Okay, so I've got my original array here as a JSON object, and I parse it back out, and I show it over here. And so what I want to do is be able to filter it by the rating or the genre. And so I've got it filtered down. Let's see where I have it. Yeah, well, I guess this is my filter right here. So I've got if it's PG, then to add it to a new array. But what happens is, let me show you when I run this. If I do like G, it returns everything. Like it'll look at the last one that's rated G and returns everything in between from the beginning. It doesn't just pick out the one or the two items.
Okay, so it got Star Wars, Indiana Jones, and Indiana Jones 2.
Right.
And okay.
Like if I do PG-13, you'll see it only returns. I only have one of those. Oh, what did I do? I got my bracket there. So see, it returns everything from the beginning up until that point, and I don't understand why.
Oh, okay. All right. So if you had multiple, it only goes to the. It takes everything up to the first. No, that doesn't, because you had G, PG, G.
Well, if I did G, see, my third one's a G, so it'll do the first three if it's G, or the first four if it's PG. But if I change this top one to A, and I do just A, it's just going to return the first one.
Uh-huh. All right.
So it's not returning just that one item, it's returning everything up until that item.
All right. I'm trying to. The code is really too small to see.
Okay. Is there a way to make it bigger?
I'm going to join the call again on my laptop instead of my iPad. And let's see if that helps. All right. There we go. Sorry. All right. Okay, bring your code up again.
Okay, it's up here.
Oh,
You see it?
all right. Let me.
Brendan,
If you have an idea too, let me know. I'll try it.
Brendan, are you on two screens?
No, I've got one screen. I've got two windows side by side.
Okay.
Do you want me to just share one?
Well, when I try to share when I'm on two monitors, it makes it really small. Maybe you could just share your code.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Yeah, when it comes back up, I think I'll see what you've got there.
Let's see. Is that any better, or is that still the same size?
I see you right now. Okay, there we go. That's a little bit better. If it is equal to whatever, then okay, you're looping through all the movies and you are concatenating the name, rating, and genre to your array for all of, oh, okay. So you're building the top list with the array plus equals,
Right.
and then you're building the
Sorted
So-
array.
so here, oh, yeah, so we have movies sub I.
Uh-huh.
You need to have, okay, where does I get in? Is that a 1 or an I?
That's an I.
Where does the I get incremented at?
Up here.
Highlight, oh, okay. All right. You want to use a different I for down there. You want to use, not different I, you want to use J.
A J.
Uh-huh. And then put J++. That'll be sufficient. And then up there where you have var I equals 0, put I equals J equals 0.
I equals J equals 0.
All right, and then that way, yeah, that'll do it. You see why?
No. Please explain.
You've got two separate lists, and
Okay.
the array list of movies, you want to show every movie, so you're just concatenating everything into that. And then your sorted object, you're only putting obviously your filtered movies, and so the index for that needs to be independent of the I. So you're only going to add if you only have, if you've got an R-rated movie that's the last item in your list, if it's number 6,
Uh-huh.
then you're going to have movies I, which would be a 6, equals movies object.movies I. And so that if at any other time sorted object, you'd put in an item for 0, 1, 2, 3, or 4, and 5,
Uh-huh.
they would be there. So
Okay, it's
I know
still
I'm
doing
not.
it's still doing the same thing though. I just put G in. It's still returning the first three. Does this need to be J? This one doesn't need to be J, does it? The second
No,
one.
that's going to be I. You ini initiate sorted objects as a blank.
Uh-huh.
Okay, and then sorted remove a blank. Okay, so your code.
Yep.
Well, that should work. Let's see.
I agree.
You're taking the ith movie and putting it into the J,
To the J. Object. Yeah.
and so the length of sorted objects will only ever be the number of items that you matched.
Right. And it doesn't matter that the number's non-sequential, right?
Well,
If we're putting number 6 in there, it's going to end up being number 6.
well, if you get two matches, if the matches are in, okay, let's say the PG movie, they are at positions 1 and 3,
1 and 3, yeah.
and so your J is going to be 0 and 1 when you store the movies into it. So,
Okay, so when it stores it, it's replacing that number with just the next.
uh-huh.
Hmm.
And then your sorted array, you're walking through the sorted objects. Oh,
So,
see down there where your mouse cursor is? Instead of being object, that should be sorted object.
here.
All right.
If it would have worked before.
So that should work now.
Now it's working. All right, yeah, it's calling the wrong array there. Okay, that's perfect. Thank you.
No problem. I love debugging.
Good.
I've made every mistake in the book. That's why I know how to.
Okay, that was my one question aside from the NetBeans issues, but we'll work through those.
Any other questions you have?
Can I ask a question?
No. What's up?
I just realized that it was supposed to be the single page.
Oh, uh-huh.
When we started, we were making several pages. So when I'm trying to figure out how to do the single page, one of the things is you can use CSS to hide everything else and just show one. Does that refresh the entire page?
No, it does not.
Okay, so we can do it that way.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
By the way, you sent me that in an email, and I apologize. I was going to get around to my email. In fact, I need to write my weekly missive to the class here this morning.
Oh, that's okay. I just sent you our link. I don't think I actually asked you that question.
If you didn't ask me, somebody else did, because that was...
Oh, my sister asked you something, and I can't remember what it was.
Okay, all right.
Okay, thank you.
You bet. And if there's no questions, I'll sign off and let you guys go. Have you sent me the link to your application so I can just watch it evolve?
Yeah, that's the email I sent you, but right now we're having trouble with GitHub, so it doesn't have all our updates. So we got to figure that out.
And I don't worry about it till the last week. It's just interesting to watch things evolve in case I can catch things.
Okay.
If you're going down the path that you shouldn't.
Okay.
Okay.
Sounds good. Thank you.
Have a good meeting. Talk to you guys later.
Okay, bye.
Hey.
Okay, so, yeah, we didn't really resolve our GitHub questions too much. Would you like to still talk about that?
Yeah, I think, now Brendan, what was it you said you could try?
Well, I was running mine locally, so if that's what's causing the issue, then I think we can maybe go back, either revert to before that, or when you pull yours, resolve yours so that it works for you. And then
I tried, and I don't know how, because it has to do with that NetBeans.
Something else to consider, and this is just an idea, but the advantage of PHP was that we could take out all of those, all the reused code and put it in one place. Now that we have a single page application, I guess how necessary is it that we do everything in PHP?
I don't know how necessary it is. I'm actually using it though to keep the files separate so that you could, if you're working on a page, you can work on your page and then just send it to the home page in PHP instead of that home page being so filled. But if it's not, if it's causing a huge issue, I can always take your code and move it to the other one. If we were to use the other GitHub repository, I can always move it to the other, to the PHP version. I don't know. It's up to you guys how you. I kind of like the PHP because there's other things you could do with it.
Yeah.
I think my problem, and I'm not sure, but I was able to use the PHP the way that you're using it, Wendy, in another class. And I think the only way I can get it to work is if I create a subdomain.
Oh, right.
Because I can upload the code, but it doesn't upload any of those PHP links to the folders, and I'm not sure why. I'm assuming that's why.
Would that work if you all were able to? I don't want to make a big pain, but if you were all able to create a subdomain, would that leave our PHP file? Our NetBeans project file the same instead of changing it every time somebody committed their changes?
I'm not sure if it would or not.
Because I kind of thought the problem was. Sorry, go ahead.
Sorry. The only way I was able to get mine to work was to delete the GitHub links.
Oh.
So maybe what we can do is we can all just upload it on our own to our subdomain and then send you the code or upload the code to the old GitHub account and you can upload it to the new one.
Okay. I'm not sure. Brendan, what do you think?
I don't know. It seems that being able to upload to GitHub would be kind of key to me, regardless of how we tested it.
So are you able to create a subdomain on yours?
Yeah,
because I was wondering if you tried that, if you reverted the changes that you made and then put it in a subdomain and tried it again, would that keep the NetBeans project file the same?
I don't know. I've never done a subdomain and GitHub at the same time, so I'm not sure.
Okay. I don't know either.
Last month I did PHP, but I was just running straight to my subdomain. I didn't use NetBeans or GitHub at all because I was the only one working on it.
Personally, I'm feeling like it might be a little more trouble than it's worth to use PHP. It has a lot of things that are nice about it, but I don't know, at least for me personally, I feel like it'd be a bit of work to figure it out, and also my hosting has given me a problem or two, so it'd be kind of the safer route maybe to do it with, just
straight HTML.
HTML.
Is there something in PHP that we would use that we could maybe implement towards the end, move everything over once we're...
That's true too. What if we switched everything over to PHP if there was something that we needed to use at the end or something? I don't know.
Well, I can keep I can keep this one going. And just convert your guys' code to PHP if I need to.
Okay.
You guys can always. Sorry, go ahead, Tiffany.
Sorry. The only difference between HTML and HTML works within PHP. So
right.
What we can do is not every single page has to be PHP. We can have one page be HTML if that's what you're comfortable using. And, well, I guess every page does have to be PHP, doesn't it, Wendy, if it's going to link to the navigation bar?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't realize that.
But it's no biggie. If you want to go back to the other repository, I don't mind going through and pulling it over and just, using PHP where we need to.
Yeah, we can work within HTML and then at the end maybe link everything together through PHP.
Okay.
That honestly, that shouldn't be difficult.
Yeah.
All we're gonna do is link the header file and the navigation file, right?
Um, well, actually, when we're going to be building, see, I did the the homepage with divs, with different divs, and then you are supposed to be able to write the code in the CSS and even the Ajax to hide everything else while one div is showing. So it was it's really convenient to have them in different folders and just be able to pull them in with PHP.
Mhm.
But
Well,
it's not worth this big headache. I mean, I don't. Go ahead, Brendan.
Well, I was gonna say, it seems like I created a headache by trying to run it locally. So if I don't do that, are there any other problem? I mean, how are y'all testing it otherwise?
Well, when I run it on my website, I can't get the PHP files to work. Like, well, I can't get it to link to Wendy's PHP files. I have another PHP file in my code that's working fine. So I'm not sure what the problem is. Maybe it's just something on my side, or maybe I need to create a subdomain. I have no idea.
Amy, how are you testing it?
How am I testing it?
Yeah, are you using NetBeans or something else?
No, I've just been using Sublime for now because I haven't got my charger for my normal computer with NetBeans. I need to install it, but I've just been opening the files in a simple text editor because I've been able to do that for now. Eventually down the road I will want to do it on NetBeans, but I just haven't gotten my charger yet. I can install NetBeans though on this other computer I'm using. It's just that I haven't wanted to deal with the headache of making sure that's all going to work until,
Yeah.
I don't know. I've been hoping I thought I'd get my charger a week ago, so.
And when you were testing on the actual domain?
Yeah.
Huh?
I actually created several test folders in our domain, and I labeled them all tests so they wouldn't get in your way. But yeah, I think mine was working because I started it. But as soon as you get a commit, I can't commit. Or I can't send because of that project file.
Right, because that local file, whatever it's asking for.
Yeah. So do you want to try reverting your changes and then seeing if changing it from doing it locally makes a difference? And if it does, we can help Amy and Tiffany.
Yeah, do I do that on mine or do you do that on your end? On the GitHub side? I don't know.
I'm not sure. Let me go. I think you might have to do it on your end.
Okay. Just back up my code here real quick. Okay. Let's see.
What was that?
I'm just going to try to revert here.
Oh, okay.
Should I go back to finish the JSON issues?
Is that my commit?
That was.
Oh, no, yeah, that was the one I committed for Amy.
Right.
Oh,
Is
okay,
that
thank you.
Yeah, keep that one in there and do everything after that.
up to that one?
I think so. Actually, I might. Can you tell if you're doing yours or?
Yeah, it says who the author was.
Oh, okay.
Well, there was one, let's see, creating test files for testing a homepage. You did that afterwards, right?
I don't know if I did anything after. I might have.
Because that one seems newer than the JSON one.
Because I didn't think I was able to do anything after your commit.
Okay, I'm going to go back to the JSON one here.
Okay.
And of course it failed.
Oh, shoot. Well, should we just for now go back to the other repository and then if
Well,
someone.
maybe we can fix the changes when you try to pull and rewrite it.
Okay.
Pull up, show your screen and pull it up and let's see if we can fix that real quick. Maybe that's the way to go.
You're going to share yours?
No, yours. I want to see the errors that it showed.
Oh, okay. Let me turn off my other monitor. Okay. Okay, so are you seeing the screen?
Yeah.
Okay, so this NetBeans project, I don't know what this stuff is.
This is, what are you in right now?
I'm in this NetBeans, or NB project private.
But you're in NetBeans?
Yeah, this is this is the desktop version.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say everything looks different.
So it's showing me the ones with the red and yellow are the ones causing the trouble.
Yeah, because when I did, I had a choice whether who's to keep, mine or yours.
Oh, really?
And so if you can find a way to keep yours,
Oh,
I don't.
if there's a way to just undo your changes, you could recommit them and just choose mine.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me see. So it's not letting me revert.
No, it wouldn't let me. It might be because I made some changes now. Today, I'm not sure.
Oh.
Let me try a couple things here.
Do you have the desktop version of GitHub?
No, I'm running just the one by itself.
If you have that, if you could get that, mine. See, I've got my commit right here, and it just gives me the option to revert my own stuff.
Okay.
I don't know how to do it with that.
Well, yeah, I went to revert and I picked the one, but it threw an error.
No.
And I'm wondering if it's because I've made changes. It told me which file it was, and I think that's the one I changed just now with Brother James. So.
Oh.
I'm thinking it might have to do with that here. So let me revert those modifications first. And then try to revert the commit. Maybe that'll work.
Okay.
No, it's the same thing. Oh, but it's giving me the, which file is it? Is it the private.xml?
Let me go back. Well, I think it's these three. Private.properties, private.xml, and then project.property.
Because now that's what it's showing is that the private XML is causing it to fail.
Okay. You know what? I could, if you want to save these for later, I can set up another repository and just put my changes to it, and then see if you're able to commit to that.
Okay.
You know, try that. Just let you guys know later in the day when that's up.
Yeah, maybe just set one up to where it was working for you, and then I won't run it locally anymore.
Okay. And if that doesn't work, you can always go back to the other one and figure that out. So, Amy, should we move on?
Yeah, sounds good. So now I guess we can probably go on to talking about the tasks that we're working on. Sorry, let me grab some headphones. It sounds like I'm getting some echo.
Okay.
Sorry about that. Okay.
So could I show you what I was thinking on the home page real quick?
Sure. Yeah. Let's do that.
Okay. Let me find it. Okay. So I'm just. Is this sharing anything with you guys yet?
Yep.
Okay. Okay. Sorry. I am not. There we go. Okay. Okay. So I figured out that, like I was asking Brother James, so we could set it up so we have our tasks, I mean our navigation, and then the home page could already be, you know, I don't know if we need a home button or not, but it could already be the movie library. So when you first log on, you see your library sorted by title, possibly. And then when you click on add movies, it would hide this and put this up. And then you would enter your information, and once you hit submit, it would either go back to this, hide this again, and then go back to this. And then search could do the same thing. It doesn't have to hide it completely. It could also put it in, you know, a div right here and move this down, or however you want to do it. So let me go back and share the actual website. One sec. Okay, so are you seeing the website now?
Yeah, we can see it.
Okay, so I've got this test home page going just so I could try it. So when I just set this up just to show what example of using one div at a time, so it would hide once I hit submit. It hides. It doesn't resubmit the page apparently. Brother James said it just uses the CSS to hide everything else. So does that make sense? So we could set it up however we want, but we just tell it when to show certain things at certain times.
So that's with CSS, not with Ajax?
Well, you can put it in you can put that CSS line in the Ajax function, so it could be part of the Ajax function.
Okay.
And the Ajax would be the one that actually sent it. So yeah, you'd be using both.
Well, okay.
Okay. So that's basically all I've got going.
Okay. That looks good. Is that okay with you guys? You guys just want to show the browse movies on the homepage?
Yeah, I think that's.
I mean, it doesn't matter to me. That was just an example, whatever you guys think.
Okay. Okay, yeah, that looks good. We can go ahead and do that.
Okay.
Amy, do you want to show us what you've got? Did you get the local storage working?
Yeah, I can show you what I've done with that. Oops, let me share my screen. So, okay, what I've basically been doing. Okay. I've been working on getting just something put into local storage, like, kind of figuring out how we're going to store things and then get them out and work with them again. It's turned out to be a little easier than I thought it would be. I'm just using a normal array, and I've gone ahead and just pushed each new movie into the array. I'll just create it like this. So from the add page, that'd actually be pretty easy. You just create a movie and push it to the array. So technically, this would happen first, where you would go in and get things from storage. I've just called it movie array, but yeah, I'd create a function where on load it would go and get that array, and I can work this week on transferring that over to the main page because I've just been working on this library kind of tab, not the main tab. So what I can do, maybe under browse or something like that, is make a loading function that pulls everything from local storage, and maybe for now just iterates through a list and displays the movies that are there. The one problem is that we will all have different we're all going to have different movies in our local when we're running it locally because it is local storage. So I guess a solution for that for now would be to just come up and all add maybe the same, like a couple of the same movies, so that just across the board we all have like 5 or 6 of the same movies, and then each time that we work on it, we can maybe add a few.
Okay.
This way, and I can hook this up too, so where when you click to submit, it'll also create a new movie and push it to that array, and also maybe go through the list and put all the movies under the browse category. So that's I guess my work for this week. I figured out the local storage. I can make it do that. I just need to go through and make it work with the main page.
Okay, cool. Well, I've got the search bar working. I just need to figure out how to take the information from local storage and output it, which shouldn't be very difficult.
Yeah.
So if I, have you uploaded your code, Amy?
I have. It's all up there. So yeah, basically what you could do is just if I put this in the main page, it'll just run that code, and you'll already have an array that you're working with. It'll be called, right now this is what it's called, but I'll change that to be something a little bit more understandable, like movie array or something like that. But
Okay, that's great.
yeah.
Okay. Like I said earlier, I was having trouble getting mine to connect with the PHP. But if we move it back into HTML, I should be able to get it to work. I can show you guys what I have if you like.
Okay.
Okay, so right now this is my website. Can you guys see it?
Uh-huh.
Okay, this is the search bar. So basically, if you'll type in a movie, so movie 1, or I think I've got Indiana Jones in there. There's Indiana Jones.
Nice, I like that dynamic. That's cool.
Yeah.
So it'll pop up and show you that you have it. I'm going to try to get it so that you can also click on it, and it'll take you to, I don't know. We were talking about doing different pages, but it sounded like you guys wanted just to have everything on the browse page.
Well, you still would need to do different pages or different, I mean, I guess it would all be in a div, but it depends on if we use PHP or not. I think it's really easy if you do your code in separate pages, and then we can link them.
Well, maybe I could have it output the div like you were showing on the home page earlier. I might
Mhm.
be able to get it to output that div and just assign a name to the div.
Okay.
That might be even easier, to be honest.
Okay.
Um, so yeah, that's pretty much what I have. This is my code. It's not hard. This is where you input what you're going to search for. So this is just where I have to input either the div or I could grab it from local storage. But if you're already grabbing it from local storage in the div, it would probably be easier just to input the div link in here.
Mhm.
So I can upload that. I don't think I've uploaded it yet, just because I was having trouble.
Are you going to upload it to the original repository?
I can do either or. It would be easier.
Yeah, do that for now because Brendan and I are going to see if we can get the other one working, or
Okay.
we might have to create a new one. So let's all just plan on using the old one until we know if we're going to be able to use that PHP one.
Okay, sounds good. So what then do we need? I guess this week we need to just work on getting all of our code uploaded and working together.
And I kind of think, I don't want to stress anyone out, but I kind of think we need to have a meeting on Friday.
Yeah, I agree that could be a really good thing.
Okay. Would that be all right with you and Tiffany and Brendan?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, 10 o'clock?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, and then Brendan, it would be your turn to start that one.
Okay.
Could we look at Carica for just a minute?
Sure.
Let me find it. Okay, so I'm trying to, you can go into these and open them up and then just kind of enter a description of what you've got going so that we all can go and see where you're at on stuff. And then when you think you have it done, just move it over to the done file. So one of the things I need to pull up also, I looked up what we're going to be graded on and all the different things that we need to add in there. And making it responsive was one of them. So I'd like to work on that,
Yeah.
if you guys don't mind.
Making it responsive, how do you mean?
Like when it's on a big screen, it fits a big screen. When it's on a little mobile device, it fits a mobile device.
Yeah, okay. That shouldn't be too bad.
Yeah. So is there anything anyone wants to work on?
Something else I've thought about is the Ajax. That's something that we'll have to consider.
Right.
I don't know how we're going to implement that, but maybe what we could do is like if we open it up, this is just an idea I had, but what if when the user opens it up for the first time, they have no movies in there, we can check the array size, and if there are no movies in the array in local storage, we can use Ajax to go grab some text from the server, maybe like an introduction and explanation of how it's used or something like that.
Oh, that's a good idea.
A little tutorial or something, what to do next.
Yeah.
That'd be pretty cool.
And we wouldn't be able to implement that until the very end because it'd have to be grabbed from the server, but maybe I can get the functions in place. I'd be happy to do that.
Okay.
The search bar that I'm using uses Ajax to grab
Oh, that's true.
So if we're just looking for areas to put it in, I've already got it in.
Uh-huh.
So I just don't want to create extra work.
Yeah. It wouldn't be too difficult to do, but I guess it's true that if we could probably come up with an easier way to do it than Ajax, although Ajax wouldn't be difficult. Maybe we could just like have a hidden div or something like that we would toggle open if there's nothing in it, but might be a
Okay.
good idea.
Okay, yeah.
Going back
Okay.
to just sample movies, I was thinking, especially for testing sake, and even Brother Jones, if we had an array that we could load into local stores and there was a button that says load sample movies or something,
Mm-hmm.
then we'd all could have a starting point, for testing sake.
All right. And it would put it in our own local storage?
Yeah, put in your local storage. And then if you wanted to add one or delete one, we could get through that. But it might be nice just to have a starting cheat button.
Okay. Is that something that you could do easy, Amy?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Because I know when I was working on mine, I thought, okay, I've got kind of the logic working, but yeah, because we're all using different names for the variables and the arrays and stuff.
I agree.
I think we're at the point where we got to figure out
Yeah.
the naming convention, and then we can all kind of go forward.
You know what? I can set that up pretty easily.
Okay.
So let me add. Oh yeah, there it is.
Sorry.
No, you're good.
Just trying to make sure we get them. Because this thing could be really good, but when I look in here, none of us are updating it. I don't, we don't know what we're all working on.
Did we decide if we're doing books or not books, or is it strictly movie?
I think we should stick to movies, and then if we find out that we can, we're going to have the time to add books.
Okay.
Don't you think?
Yeah, I agree. If we have the time, then we'll do it.
Okay.
But we don't want to run out of time trying to do too much.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what did we decide on JPEG pictures? Are we going to try to serialize those, or what's the consensus there?
I think that's going to be one of the if we have time things.
Yeah.
Okay, so just stick with text for now, and then not worry about images.
I think so.
Okay.
Okay, so anything you're working on, if you can just make a little tab, and then we all know what somebody is trying to get going. Oops. I'm going to put me and Brendan on that. Okay. I'm going to pull up what we were being graded on. Has anyone looked at that list?
Which list? Sorry?
What we're actually being graded on for this project.
Oh, yeah. I have taken a look at that.
Okay. Let me log into it real quick.
You had that in our drive somewhere, didn't you? Or
well, after I went in and looked at in the actual grade book, it was different.
Oh, I guess.
Sorry, it's taking forever to load.
Hey guys, I'm sorry, I've got to get going.
Oh, sorry.
Okay. See you on Friday.
All right, see you guys.
Okay, see ya.
Bye.
See ya.
Okay, I actually think I have it up. Can
Is
you
there,
guys?
is there a better way when you're doing GitHub and NetBeans and that kind of thing, and you're working on the same actual page? Is there a better way to do that so that we're not overlapping each other? I mean,
Yes, and let me show you this real fast, and then I'll show you what I was thinking about that, why I really liked PHP. But can you guys see this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so there was something in here about responsive.
Responsive layout.
Am I looking at the wrong one?
I don't see responsiveness in that, but.
I can't remember where I saw that now.
I wonder if that was in one of his little notes that he.
Yeah, that might have been.
Week 10 thing, because I remember seeing that too.
Okay. Yeah, code topics. All right. Anyway, just as long as we're covering everything that's in the.
And what are you going to use for that? Are you going to use You know, when I was doing my test, even a semester ago, I used to use, pixels, but that doesn't really work on the new, like iPhones and stuff, because the pixel density is so high.
Well, we use
Uh,
EMs in
EM?
my last class, yeah, on
Okay.
certain things, and then there were things that you still had to use pixels on. But I'll just be basing it off of that website I created in my last class
Okay.
that worked, and if it's not working, I'll have to figure it out. All right, let me go to NetBeans and share that with you really fast. Okay, so are you seeing my NetBeans?
Not yet.
How about now?
Nope.
Yeah, still no.
What in the world? Okay, I'm gonna stop sharing everything.
Yeah, I'm not seeing anything at all.
Is it just my picture?
Yep.
Okay, try this one more time. Good. For crying out loud. Let me close a bunch of stuff so I could find it. Okay, I should be able to find it this time. Okay, I'm trying to share NetBeans. Is it sharing now?
Nope, still nothing.
Amy, can you click on me? Maybe I'm not presenting or something. Because I'm seeing it.
Okay.
There we go.
Okay. Okay, so the way I was thinking, let me shut all these, is I have a separate folder and page for each thing. So if somebody's working on the movie library, they could go in here and just do the HTML for the movie library. And actually, let me go to the test one instead. Oh.
Well, no, you're in a different version of NetBeans now.
I am?
Yeah.
8.0.2?
No. I mean, you said that. Is this the desktop version?
No, this is actual NetBeans. The GitHub was what I was showing you before, the desktop.
Oh, okay. No,
Yeah.
this is where I fixed the conflicts, was inside of NetBeans, not inside of GitHub.
Oh, yeah, it had to be inside a GitHub. That's why. Okay, let me show you this real fast.
Okay.
So for the add movies, you can have a page and all you need is just the HTML code for add movies. And then we use PHP to pull it into the div that it belongs in. So to me, that was easier that everyone was able to work in their own page and then pull it in rather than all of us trying to work on the same page, unless we needed to work with somebody else's code.
Right, like in CSS, we run into that problem.
Right. So do you have the GitHub desktop? I guess that's all it's called, is GitHub desktop.
No, but I fixed it inside of NetBeans, so I'm wondering if you can fix it inside of NetBeans.
Oh. Now what would I have to do though?
Open that back up, or share that again.
Okay.
Going off the memory here. It's not a good idea.
Oh, for crying out loud. Did I stop sharing?
Yep.
Shoot. Okay, are you seeing my NetBeans?
Not yet. There it is.
Okay. So everywhere where there's these little blue things is, or well, I've got little red things.
Red, nothing. Yeah. So go up to the team menu and see if you can do resolve conflicts.
Up to where now?
To the team up at the top menu.
Oh.
Okay, no, it's not letting you do that there. Go. I think it's the same. Right click on movie library.
Right here.
No, up on the main project name.
Oh.
And then go down to Get. What options do you have? Okay, go in there and say Resolve Conflicts.
No.
Did it pop something up?
Well, they're all blue now.
Oh.
Should I?
That's interesting. It did automatically?
Well,
it would pull up a window and ask if you wanted to do it automatically or go through it manually.
No, it scrolled and it turned these ones that used to be red, it turned them blue.
Okay. See if you can commit and push and see what happens.
Okay. So now these changes here.
I dropped you. It lost you.
Oh, shoot. I'm going to share my GitHub page. Sorry, this is taking us so long.
That's good. Amy, you can stick around or go either way while we figure this out. Whatever you want to do.
Either way, I think I have to stay around because I have to stop the broadcast eventually. But
oh. Now are you seeing my GitHub page?
Yeah, I'm seeing that.
So these ones were not mine. I think these were yours.
Yeah, I've been working in the CSS in the library one.
Okay, so I'm trying to sync, and I think it'll say there's a conflict.
Okay, well, sync from NetBeans itself.
Okay. How do I do that?
See if it'll let you push from there. You have to share it again.
Where do I go? Oh,
You right-click on the movie library, go to Get, and then go to Remote.
Remote.
Well, you may have to, I don't know if you have to commit first or not. Sometimes you do.
Okay, let me go
commit
back.
to Remote, but
sorry.
because I've never used the GitHub to do the commits. I always just do it straight to
Oh,
NetBeans.
yeah, I've only used GitHub. Okay. You seeing my NetBeans?
No.
Ooh. How about now?
Nope. There it is. Okay, there it is.
Okay, so I'm right-clicking.
So let's do a commit first. Right-click on that. On Movie Library.
Okay, and then click on commit.
And then commit. Yep.
Holy shnikes. So
I can't. It's not keeping up with your.
Oh.
Whatever.
It pulled up a window and it's got a commit message.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you should be able to give it a name if you want to there at the top.
Okay, it wrote a name in there.
Okay. And then go ahead and see if it'll let you commit. Hey, Jennifer. Yeah. I've got to sign for a package here real quick.
Okay.
Hey, sir, have you Okay, I'm back. Did it commit?
It
right.
did.
Okay, so go back and right click and go to Get and then say Remote and then push.
Okay.
And that will push it into the GitHub.
Okay.
See if it gives you any errors or not. It takes a couple
Well, it comes up with this. Can you see that thing it came up with?
No, all I see is your regular NetBeans window. You see all the pop-ups, you have to share your whole screen, not just the NetBeans window. If that makes sense.
Oh, I don't. Well, let's see. It It just came up with something that says push to remote repository, select configure GI or get repository location.
Yeah, go ahead and say okay.
Okay.
Sometimes you have to select the head or the master thing, but
Oh, okay, then master.
there shouldn't be one to select.
Then, were you using a branch?
No.
Oh. Okay, now it's came up with a specify get repository location, user, and password. Is that just?
Okay, that's just. Is there anything in there right now?
Uh-uh.
Okay, put in your just your GitHub username and password.
Oh, okay. It'd be awesome if I had written that down. Sorry.
I mean, I use a local branch, but it's not a separate branch. It's all just the same.
Okay.
There should only be one box in there.
Okay. Okay. So now what?
Did it give you any errors?
It didn't say any errors.
Okay.
So if I.
So go back and check your Git and see if it's got what it shows over there.
Okay.
I'm going to try to pull and see what happens.
It's still leaving me with one change, like it's a conflict. And it's that NetBeans or NB project. I'm trying to sync it one more time.
Okay, I just tried to pull and it's giving me the same thing with the
Okay.
that private.xml
Yeah.
thing.
Do you want me to try starting a new library or a repository?
Well, so it's what errors can you resolve anything from there? No.
No, because I don't understand what all this is.
Well, okay, but you're not getting any errors in NetBeans anymore, right?
I don't see any red. Nope, it doesn't look like it.
Okay. Trying to pull again here. See if let me think. See if you can pull, do a pull instead of a push.
Okay.
Inside of NetBeans. I'm just going to ask you the same kind of thing, but
Okay.
it should be in there. So how have you been getting it from NetBeans into?
I've been using this,
GitHub?
either the command line or the desktop
Oh, I got you.
from GitHub. So it didn't give me any errors, but I still have that one. When I look at the desktop, I still have this one NB project.
All right, share that. Let me look at it. See what.
Okay. Are you seeing that now?
Not yet. Okay. There it is. Okay, yeah, so it's that private XML file,
Mm-hmm.
which is what got back to the whole beginning part. So there's got to be a way you can like accept the change or override the change or revert or something.
Uh-huh.
What options do you have if you check the box next to it? What is it?
Well, let's see. I mean, I could try to commit that.
Try to commit it, because even if you overwrite what I have, I mean, that's fine as long as it works again.
Okay. Taking forever.
Thinking about it, though.
Oh, that looked like it worked.
Okay, so go do your normal NetBeans, whatever you usually do, and make sure it's working in there.
Okay.
And then what I'll do is I'll just delete my project and then resync it so that nothing that I have currently will change once I start making changes.
Oh. It's not letting me run it. It says PHP interpreter must be selected.
So it's still thinking you want to run it locally.
Yeah.
And that is set from. Okay, if you go in NetBeans
Mm-hmm.
and you go to the Run menu at the top and then say Set Project Configuration, probably on default I would guess, hit the Customize button.
Hit the customize button.
Hit Customize, yeah.
Okay.
And then in the kind of the top right it says Run As. What do you have selected there? The running on built-in web server?
Yeah.
Change that to, gosh, what was it before?
It was the remote website.
Remote? Okay. I think that will fix that error.
Okay.
You may have to check that remote connection if it's not already there.
Let's see. Yeah, it just keeps opening this. So I know actually, I know how to go through this again and configure it.
Okay.
I have it, but I have it all written down. It'll take me a while. Let me do that, and then if I get it working, I'll send you a message.
Okay. If not, we'll go the route and make a new one. But I think as long as you change that configuration to go back to remote,
Okay.
then like I say, I'll erase mine and start from scratch there.
Okay. Sounds good.
Move forward.
Okay, Amy. Sorry. I don't know if she's still there.
Well, I think if we leave, she'll know.
You want to do a closing prayer?
Yeah,
real quick?
I'm actually here. I did have a question though. One second. Okay. Oh shoot, it's not working. Okay. I just had a simple question. I was trying to look it up, but when you're using a JavaScript page, you're executing a JavaScript, I guess a script, in a different subdirectory. So in this case, from the main page, you're saying JavaScript/javascript.js.
Uh-huh.
And you need to grab something by ID. So say document.getElementByID, and then grab a div or something like that.
Mhm.
How would you do that from that JavaScript page? Because I'm not able to right now.
I don't know. I figured out if I put the JavaScript, call the JavaScript from the very bottom just before body,
Uh-huh.
that things work. If you have it at the top, it doesn't work. If you try to call it later on in the file.
Okay.
So if you put your script that calls the JavaScript at the very bottom just before the end body tag.
Oh, that makes sense because it hasn't been.
Has to load the body part first sometimes, yeah.
Yeah, that
So
makes
what-
sense.
what-
Okay, I understand why it wasn't working. Because the divs were located below
Oh,
where the JavaScript was defined. Okay, that makes sense.
And I've
Okay.
had issues when putting the location of that file. Sometimes I have to do a backslash before the folder, and sometimes you don't. I haven't figured out why.
yeah, it depends on where you're calling it from. If you
Yeah.
have to get out of your folder, that's why I like PHP, because you can do it all one way in
Yeah.
the, and then you don't have to worry about all that. But
Yeah, so you may look at that too if it wouldn't either add a slash or take out the slash if it's
Right.
longer sometimes.
yeah,
Yeah.
all right.
Well, I guess that's probably everything. I can go ahead and post this. We don't have to post that to the class community, right? We just have to post it to our own community.
Right. Just our own community.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Should we do a closing prayer?
Sounds good.
When do you like to say it?
I'll say it.
Okay.
Our Father in heaven, we're grateful for this day and for this time which we've had to meet together and for the outcome and progress that we've had, and pray that Spirit will continue to be with us as we work individually, that we can be successful in our class and have the time to do what we need to with our families as well this week. And this week, ask and pray for the name of Jesus Christ. Amen.
Amen.
Okay.
Thanks. Okay, we'll
Thanks.
see you guys Friday.
Okay, we'll see ya.
Okay, bye.
Bye.